to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in our last episode, we came from behind, 2-0 down in fact, to beat Galatasaray by 4-2 and keep that run of green going strong. Now, obviously, there's been a little bit of a gap because I recorded the last episode of Portsmouth that I recorded on Thursday, and it is now Monday. So I've had a lot of time over the weekend to sort of read a lot of comments about stuff, and, you know, it's good. So, a couple of things. People wanted to see the world rankings, so I'm just going to go into like a random players. Can't remember how I did this. Yeah, going in right. Oh, cool. Well, actually, speak of the devil, Portugal are number 1 in the world at the moment. England are number 2. That sounds realistic. Not. Spain down in 5th. Is there anyone that's really surprising? Like I can't see off the top of my head. Serbia up to 14th, which is cool. Anyone really slipping? That I'm surprised to see be as low as they are. Or was already massive climbs. It's hard to tell. Like, I'm just going to slowly scroll through it like this, and if you see anything awesome or something that's a little bit silly, then feel free to make a note in the comments. But I can't at the moment, you know, do that, so to speak. So let's just keep going down. Don't know if anyone's slipped right off the radar or if anyone's like really come a long way in their time so far in this save. Wow, there's a lot of countries, more than I actually imagined there would be. So bottom of the world rankings is Bhutan at the moment. American Samoa are actually not bottom of the rankings, amazingly. Somehow East Timor and the US Virgin Islands, and there's a lot of non-FIFA countries there like Tuvalu, Northern Mariana Islands, Zanzibar, Mayotte, San Martin. I don't even know some of these places existed. I didn't know Guadeloupe wasn't part of FIFA. Gibraltar. Oh, of course, because they're not part of FIFA, are they? They're UEFA only. And Kiribati. Okay, so there you go. There's your world rankings. Right. Other thing. Someone suggested to me in a comment, and he basically explained why this. And I like it. If you've got a tactical suggestion, please drop it in the comments. I mean, frankly, our tactic's working great, but that doesn't mean I'm not open to suggestions. Of an idea that you might have, please explain why. Don't just go, oh, you need to do this. Right, but why? Like, what will that do that my tactic isn't currently doing, if you're going to say that? So this is my point. I think it was Gary. Gary Holden? I apologise if that isn't your name. But basically, what he suggested was to take, in my this tactic here, move my attacking midfielder to the right-hand side a touch. So it makes it asymmetric. And apparently, it can really boost the performances of the player that plays in this position. Now, Vanos and Tercio do pretty... I mean, Vanos has been superb when he's played there. But my point is that Tercio... apparently we can get more out of him by pushing him to the side like this. So I've done it on both of these two tactics. I've left it on this tactic because we've got 2 up top. So it's a different kind of role that they're playing in that tactic. But for this one, yeah, that's what I've changed, basically. I've played it in 1 match so far. And... yeah, Tercio was man of the match. So if that gives you any idea of whether this is going to work or not, I think it could well be quite awesome. Anyway, let's get into the actual things that have happened this month. And we've had some big happenings. First game of the month was away at Hull City. I keep wanting to say Hullchester City for some weird reason. And yeah, so they basically played 2 up top again. So I had to go with our 2 striker tactic, and it's worked well for us so far this season. And it worked well again. Frankly, we could have had more goals in this one, really, but we didn't, and it didn't matter because we've still got 5. So, ball in here, knocked down, and it's played away. I mean, it didn't take us long. It only took us 4 minutes to get on the score sheet. Tertiary around the corner, Santos with a load of stuff there, and Millington getting through there to score number 8 of the season. And that's his 8th league goal as well in 5 matches, which is insane. Then Hull got a man sent off in the first half. We then won a penalty, which Ivancic dispatched to make it 2-0 Portsmouth, and things just got better from there on as we just continued to plough forward, basically. And it did also help that City lost at home to Brighton, so we're actually 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League now. Tercio in here skips inside, knocks it into Pedro Miguel Lopez Souza, and that makes it 3-0 Portsmouth. This is away from home, remember. I mean, Hull are poor at the moment, but even so, this is away. Santos' corner this time cleared away, but there's Mark Simpson getting in there, goes round one, knocks it back across, Ivancic plays it in, and there's Tercio to score himself a goal. He's done a fine job of replacing Vanos. In the matches he's had to play instead of Vanos, he's done a really good job now, and I'm starting to get a little bit more faith in this lad. You know, he and after that and Vanos, there's a lot of options. Then in the 90th minute, Santos' free kick off the bar, and Millington's there to score his 9th goal in the league after just 5 matches. He already has 9 goals, which is just mental. Now, I said I was going to play a weakened team against Manchester City, and I did do a full rotation. This is technically a full rotation, as you can see. Something else happened. So yeah, like Vega, Kaya, Nurse, Gray, Pierre Peters, Ivancic, Gomez, Archubi, who hasn't played much so far, Tercio, Santos is just always in, and Millington, because he's got such ridiculous stamina that he can just play anyway. And, yeah, it happened. We knocked Manchester City out of the League Cup, even though I wasn't expecting to do that. The plan was actually some games, so I played a week inside, and they've ended up coming up with a win anyway, which makes me wonder, you know, City lost at home to Brighton, now they've gone out of the Cup, and this was a full-strength City side. It had Robson and Roberts and all of those types of players. It's very surprising to see that kind of result happen, basically. Archubi's ball across here, and eventually it's going to come back. Ivancic doing some good work there. Eventually it's going to come out to Kaya here, who played a good game, actually. Drops it short for Archubi, back across for Gomez, and what a hit this is. Lovely stuff from him. He did get injured in this game, though, and he's going to be out for 3 weeks, so we might be seeing a little bit more of Mehdi Sassi soon. That does depend on how City will line up in the league. The thing is, that's worrying me. Then we got a penalty, which Ivancic made dispatched for 2-0. The thing, and then they literally scored directly from the kickoff after that, which was a pain. It was one of those types of goals, unfortunately. We were on the defensive tactic at this point, but it didn't make any difference. They literally went up the end and scored from an absurd angle directly from the kickoff. It was a good chance for them. I don't know why it's going so slow all of a sudden at the moment. But, yeah, so my worry now, though, of course, is that we're going to play them in the league today, and it's crucial, because if we win it, we go 6 points clear of them, and we'll have won all 6 games in the league so far, and we've got a few more easier ones coming up, so look at that for an angle, and Martial puts it in the back of the net to make it 2-1. But, you know, we wouldn't be us without the ability to score another goal. Vega's long ball downfield, Millington with the header, and City kind of just messed this up a little here. Vanos, who's playing in the centre of midfield in this game, Santos, of course, with the ball in, and it's a bit poor. We also had a goal wrongly disallowed for offside in this game, so I guess it was justice that we got the win. But some of the football here from Tercio was superb. Round the corner here and cleared away again, but he was loving it playing that role in this game. He was just so good. Vanos was quite happy to sit in behind for this one because he was only on as a substitute. But again, Tercio cutting inside here, dropping it through the gap, and Millington was able to score his 10th goal in all competitions already this year. The king is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he is firing on all cylinders. Now, I guess, like I said, my main worry is that we'll come into the game having been, you know, comfortably the better side, although they had a few shots, that has to be said, in the League Cup, and we'll come into this league game and we'll get screwed, because it just seems to be the way these things happen in the league. But the fact is, at the moment, we are 3 points clear at the top. Our goal difference is 8 better than them. We've only conceded twice in the league so far in 5 matches. Millington's got 9 goals, although Daryl Jackman of Brighton, who are in 3rd, by the way, has got 8, which is not bad. Santos is averaging a 9 rating so far and has already got 5 assists in 5 matches. Belongo's got 4 clean sheets as well. Millington's got the most man of the match awards. It is a great start to the season for us. It couldn't be any better than it is right now. It is crazy. But I just worry that something's going to screw up in today's game, you know. So top goal scorer, Norman Millington, with 10 in 7, which is phenomenal. Lucarelli with 4 in 6, which isn't bad. And Pipoca's got 4 as well. Ivancic with 2 with the penalties, of course. Assists-wise, Santos already has 6 assists in 6 matches. He is going to get 30-odd this year. I'm certain of it. Lucarelli with 4 as well, though, which is not bad. As for player of the match, Millington with 3, which is surprising. Well, not surprising, but Santos probably would have got them in the game unless he did that, you know. Yellow cards, Robert Gray, Verstraeten and Kyle Nurse with 3 apiece. No red, the 1 red card from Vanos, because he's an idiot. Average rating, Santos with an 8.63 and a C. Tercio there with an 8.5 overall. Key aerial challenges. Miguel Lopez Souza with 20, which is pretty decent, actually. Key passes, Santos and Pipoca, interestingly, has got 37 key passes from when he's played up top with Norman Millington. So that is interesting to see as well. Key tackles, Robert Gray with 8. Pedro Miguel Lopez Souza with 8 as well. As for interceptions, Robert Gray, of course, with 83, but not far behind is Lopez Souza. And as for value, well, I mean, there's only one man on that one. Millington, 37 million is his value. Now, Borja Gomez right in there as well, and lots of players with ridiculous values. So, let's do this. If they're playing a similar system, which they are, they're playing the same system, which means I'm going to play the same system against them, because it worked last time. And they're actually playing a very similar team to the one they played against us during the week. They've basically not rested anyone for that game. So hopefully they'll be a bit more tired than we are as well, because we did at least get a chance to rest a couple of players. See who can be picked in this one. Vanos is back. What a front line that is. Millington, Santos, Vanos and Archubi. If Vanos plays as well in this position as Tercio did when he played in it, then there's a huge chance for us to really step up, and he could be the key for us today, basically. Sassi in the centre of midfield, Ivancic playing a defensive mid, Barnes out on the left as to be expected, Gray playing as the sort of pushing forward to cover role, Lopez Souza there in the other central defensive role, and Marcelo, of course, on the right-hand side. Is that really wise? I don't think so. I'm going to put Kaya in. I know that he's not quite as fit as Marcelo, but he's a better player. And I know some people have some doubts about him, but the way I'd look at it is like this. You know, he's a decent player, and the next player up was £44 million. Like, I had a list of players, and I kind of ranked them in order of what I thought they were good at, in terms of players we could get hold of, or what my assistant said, my scouts that we could get hold of. And the top one was the guy that I talked about from Udinese, 44 million. The next one on my list was him. So there's just a bit of a shortage of right-backs at the moment in world football. And bear in mind that that is his rating compared to the rest of our team, a team which features Santos, Vanos, Archubi, Millington, Ivancic, so on and so forth. You'll notice that Vanos actually... Like, they actually seem to have higher ratings overall than Ivancic at the moment. Like, he's now only a 4-star player. Whoa. Why is that? Oh, what? Okay, don't know. But my point is that people like Vanos, like, clearly he's quality. Somehow even better than Ivancic, which is crazy. And Santos, well, he's just in another world of his own. He's still not a 5-star player, though, which means there's clearly a little bit of room for improvement. And Millington is so close, a 4.5 stars, 18 finishing now. He's just the perfect striker at the moment. So let's get going and hope that with a slightly better team than what played them during the week, like, on paper we should win this. Like, we've got a better team than we played as a result of that as well. But you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? I have a horrible feeling that we're going to get something dodgy is going to happen in this game, but you never know. Hopefully it won't happen, and hopefully we'll have a good game, and hopefully Vanos will have a game of his life, just as Tercio did against City, playing in that exact role. Let's see, can Vanos be that man that we wanted to be? Kaya out on the right hand side here, so hopefully we can do the business today. Romagna, Robson to Roberts. It's weird seeing him play up front sort of on his own kind of thing. Robson's actually slightly behind him today, I think. Samper. Oh, Stones. John Stones round the corner for Roberts. Up for Robson. Robson's completely done my defender there. That was a bit poor. I think that was Robert Gray, actually, or was it Lopez Sousa? It was poor, is what it was. 3 minutes in, though, City have had the best chances of this game so far. Lopez Sousa heads over his own bar, but as long as he gets the ball out of play, it doesn't matter. The win here would be absolutely crucial for us, because it would push us 6 clear of them after just 6 matches. And, you know, then we get another chance basically to go on a little run of games basically, because there's no other big fixtures. Like, we've got Southampton and Everton coming soon, so they're not like Santos is through here. Oh, blocked. Well worked. Better football. We've offered something as well in this game. That's good to see. They've offered something. We've offered something. It's nice. It's not like we're being battered to start with here. Oh, a corner. Santos to the edge of the area to Vanos of all people. You know what happens now. Lopez Sousa. Ivancic is in the back of the net. It is 1-0 Portsmouth. Tony Ivancic with his 3rd goal already this year. We've only played like 7 or 8 games, and Ivancic already has 3 goals. Well, can you imagine if we went 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League after just 6 matches? Lovely work here from Lopez Sousa as well to flick that on for Tony Ivancic, who's not the tallest, but we do lead by a goal to 0. I'm tempted to do what I've done in the past. Like what I did in the last game, which worked for us basically, was switching to the defensive approach, basically. Just determined to... And then we just sort of caught them on the break last time. That's how we managed to win against them at home. So I'm hoping that we can try and do something similar in this game here. But we've already got the opening goal, and it's come from an unlikely source. But then again, he did score against them midweek as well. So that's always nice to see. I've not seen that much from Vanos just yet. But then City have not offered that much, apart from that early chance. So far, it's looking good for us. And I think if we can win against City at home here and look good doing it, then I'll start to feel much more confident about our chances in the title race, because we'd be 9 clear of Man United as well. And that's kind of crucial. Get to half-time at 1-0. We've been the better side in this first half overall, though they did have that one good chance in the first seconds of the game. What do we do in the second half? Or do we just carry on being our defensive selves? You know, we're doing just fine. Adjust some of the player instructions maybe, so that they've got different people to mark, or little things that Distan might have noticed in that first half. So for example, the fact that they've had to take off Jack Grealish and bring on Raheem Sterling. They've gone 2 up top now, interestingly, but it's sort of like our Red Star type of formation. But we should still be able to defend quite well against it using this style that we're playing at the moment, you'd think. Robson's also now got injured for City. It's not going well for them today, but Martial did score against us during the week. Please don't let them equalise just like that. Samper, so many players there. Romagna, good block. Get it clear. Well done, guys. You've given them a chance, but you've managed to get it off the line. Or not off the line, but you've managed to clear the danger. Ball downfield here. We're dropping a little deep, which is a little bit worrying, but at the same time, it's going to be tough for them to break us down for those very reasons, because they do seem to keep going quite narrow there. What a tackle from Ivancic. Vanos there, winning the ball, but then losing it immediately. Ivancic now. Vanos, that's the thing. They'll run into these gaps, and what a ball that is. Millington! Oh, what a save. That was the chance to make it 2-0. And really kill this game off, which we really should have taken. That's the worry, that we're not going to take our chances. We've taken one today, and that was important, but we need to get a second goal to kill this game off. But I don't want to go too attacking in order to get it. What can we bring off the bench? I have to say, as much as it pains me, Millington has not impressed me so far today. I'm going to bring on Pipoka. He can run at them a little bit more. He's a better dribbler than Millington is. He's got like 19 dribbling or something. He will run at City, and we do have it set to do that, so maybe that will help. Santos, edge of the area, Vanos, maybe for the long ranger. Goes in here. Vanos brings it back for Pipoka. Don't know what we're playing at. Ball across. Gray cleared. Pipoka off the bar. And we've come so close on a couple of occasions now to grabbing... Uh-oh. It's all about... Oh, well done, Connor Barnes. Take a bow. That was glorious defending. We've deserved it overall in this game, I think. Apart from the clear-cut chances, though, I have to say they've created 2 good chances which they failed to take. Although I must say the second one wasn't really that clear-cut. We had about 5 players in the way. Archubi, can he pick a pass into Vanos in the midfield? He's got 3 players around him. Doesn't matter. Ivancic, Sassy, Pipoka. Is there a maybe through for Santos? Sassy, Pipoka. Can he run? Can he? He's gone through. He don't. Oh, and cleared away again. Another good chance for Pompey. We look more likely to get the 4th goal than... What? No, we didn't. We look... Sorry, the 4th goal? I wish. We look more likely to get the 2nd goal than they look to equalise, if that makes sense. Lucarelli I'm going to bring on for Archie because he's on a booking, and he's not actually played that well according to this. Vanos, though, is playing a 7.5. So that's pretty impressive, actually, considering that he's not scored or got an assist in today's game. So, clearly, just playing in that role... he has certainly popped up a lot. Roberts now. We're quite deep. We've got so many players forward. Somebody tackle. Fucking hell. Oh. Oh, I give up. You can't win, can you? You just can't. I don't know. Like, how many players are around Patrick Roberts here? Like, somebody fucking tackle. Look at that. There's so many people there. They're just... Oh, well. There we go. Let's go back to our standard tactic for the last 12 minutes of this game. We deserve the win, but a draw wouldn't be the worst result in the world. It is, keeps them the same distance away from us. Pipoka turns, goal. Boy, am I glad I brought him on. Pompey 2, Manchester City 1, Pipoka with the finish there. Nice work from Vanos on the edge of the area. I think he will get an assist for this time. Lovely little shuffle there. But I thought the chance had gone here because he's got his back to goal, but he manages to spin his man and fire that into the back of the net for 2-1. Right, now let's hang on to that, guys. We've done well enough in this game to deserve the win. City are obviously going to throw everything at us now. That we must know. Santos, edge there for Vanos again. Drops it. Oh, he's gone for it. Oh, he's having a lovely time on the edge of the area there. That's one of the things I do love about that player. Him as a player. Just appearing on the edge of the box there. We've seen some of the long-range goals he's got for us in the past, particularly the 2 he got against Liverpool. But today he just needs to drop this off for Lucarelli. Cuts inside. Uh-oh. 2 up top. Why did my defender come... Oh, it's gone out of play. We've literally got 4 minutes to hang on. If we can win this game, I would just be in dreamland. Lopez Sousa flicked to the back post and Zapata clears it. I think this is over. Guys, I think this is done. Sassy blocked. Lopez Sousa takes a touch back to Vanos. And it's... 30 seconds to go. No, Lopez Sousa's won it back. Santos. Is there a pass? Vanos. Pipoka comes inside and has a pop himself. We've been the better team today, and I think we're going to get a thoroughly deserved 3 points in the title race, and that is going to leave us 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League at the moment. There are other games to play. That is a quality win. Vanos, again, man of the match. Played a 9 in that role. This is... I think you might be right, mate. I think that could be something that's just going to make us an even better team. I am incredibly impressed with this. We've won all 6 Premier League games so far, including against Manchester City. I mean, let's take a look and see what happens in the other matches, just so we can see where the league stands. If Brighton beat Everton, they'll go 2nd. And they'll actually be our closest contenders. So that would be quite something as well. Hopefully this won't take too long. I'm just amazed. And, they've actually lost at home. Chelsea have beaten Cardiff, but they've also lost at home to Stoke this season, Chelsea. So it's a little bit of both. The other teams are being very inconsistent, and United have won their game. So this is how the league looks now. Burnley are actually in 2nd now, 5 points behind us. But we've won all 6 games so far. 23 goals scored. Santos has been a monster. I don't even know what to say. We've started so well. Let's see what our next games are in the league. So in the next episode we'll be doing the Juventus game, of course. But look at our next Premier League games. We've got Everton away, Everton away, so winnable. Southampton at home, winnable. Burnley away, very, very tough, but potentially winnable. Crewe, we've got them in the cup, which is good. Brighton at home, they might have slipped further down by then, but it's at home, so that's good. Then we've got West Ham, Oldham, Leicester, Norwich. We could go on a very, very long run before we have Man United at home as well. There's a potential for winning that. We could really keep going. If we carry on winning, who knows where we could be by this point. Obviously, we've got a lot of games to come in between then. But in the next episode, we'll be doing the Juventus home match. So in between them, we've got obviously our Champions League game against Lokomotiv, but I just figured that the City game in the league could be probably more of an exciting one. Hopefully we can beat Everton and Southampton as well. That would be just brilliant. So guys, sorry, this episode feels a bit short, but, you know, fact is, look at all that green. We really are proving that's 2 wins over Manchester City in a week. So, if you guys have liked what you've seen, please drop a like on the video. And if you'd like to even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will join you guys in the next episode for the match against Juventus. Hopefully we'll still be top of the league by then. Only time will tell. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.